There are decisions being made in Las Vegas that feel like the script of a thriller movie, and the question on everyone's mind is, did the silver and black finally find the way back to the top, or are we about to fall into another historic trap? According to reports from inside training camp, the vibe has completely changed, but there's heavy speculation about the future of big names in the franchise. Nothing confirmed yet, but if this actually happens, the team's structure could come crashing down even before week 1. So make sure to drop a like and stay till the end because this could change everything. The Pete Carroll era is in the rearview mirror, and for many, thank goodness. But the big question that remains is, was the hole way deeper or did we just fall for another autumn illusion? According to reports from people who follow day-to-day training camp, the mood went from night to day. Klint Kubiak took over, and the difference in attitude is glaring. Veteran Jeremy Chin opened up to the press and spoke his mind, saying the current environment doesn't even look like the same nightmare from last season. He went straight to the point by commenting that practices now have a professional level without that embarrassing weight that dragged the team down in 2025. But hold on, because we need to analyze this carefully. Kubiak arrived with a reputation for being quiet, avoiding the spotlight, and focused on putting out the fire left by the oldest coach in NFL history. He doesn't want to hear fancy speeches or diva behavior in front of the mic. For him, words are just words, and what really matters is what the game film shows the next day. It's a cold, calculated approach and extremely focused on hard work. Is this a good decision or a mistake that could cost a young roster dear? A roster that needed a more charismatic leader? Raiders fans are split on social media. There's speculation that Kubiak's lack of charisma could isolate the locker room in moments of crisis, while others argue that military discipline was exactly the wake-up call this franchise needed. Nothing confirmed yet, but the fact is the head coach wants to leave the spotlight in the players' hands. He wants the group to set its own standard. And that raises an inevitable question, do our guys have enough maturity to carry this weight alone, or are we watching the building of a genuinely tough-as-nails team? And that's not even the most worrying part, because the coaching transition shakes up every gear in the franchise. If on one hand internal accountability went up, on the other hand the tactical demands changed drastically. Kubiak isn't there to make friends or manage egos, he came to filter out who really wants to win and who's just passing through the silver and black. The first tests in training camp show a group more united and focused on details, but the real baptism of fire is going to happen when things get real on NFL Sundays. But hold up, because what's coming next changes everything. While the coaching staff tries to fix the house, the future of the franchise is directly tied to a single name, Fernando Mendoza. The #1 pick of the 2026 draft arrived carrying the weight of saving the Raiders' offense, and the big surprise is he doesn't have to walk this journey alone. Maxx Crosby, the heart and soul of this defense, decided to step up and mentor the rookie. Crosby knows very well that the organization isn't going anywhere without an elite quarterback, and that's why he decided to pass down the blueprint on how to handle yourself in the cruelest league in the world. According to backstage reports, Crosby took responsibility and gave it to the rookie straight. Don't wait to be a leader. The veteran brought up advice from the past to justify his intense approach, stressing that leadership needs to come from every sector and can't fall entirely on the shoulders of one person. And Mendoza's response has been immediate. Wide receiver Jalen Naylor opened up to reporters and highlighted that the rookie already shows absolute control of the playbook. In the huddle, Mendoza's voice echoes loud and clear, showing a scary maturity for someone who just landed in the NFL. But the doubt lingers in the air, is putting this much responsibility on a rookie right away the right strategy, or are we speeding up a process that could burn the kid out before his time? There's speculation that the pressure in Las Vegas crushes any young talent if the offensive line doesn't do its job right. Nothing confirmed yet about Mendoza's production ceiling for year 1, but the internal expectations are maxed out. Maxx Crosby made it clear he doesn't want to carry the piano alone, and the pressure on the rest of the roster skyrocketed. The fans watch all of this with a mix of hope and chronic distrust. After all, how many times haven't we seen saviors arrive with star status and sink in the very first storm? The difference, apparently, is the attitude of veterans like Crosby demanding excellence from day 1 of practice. Whether Mendoza is going to live up to all this hype and run the offense masterfully, only time will tell. But the demand for immediate results is already here, and the kid is going to need to prove he has ice in his veins. And that's not even the most worrying part, because front office and coaching decisions keep sparking fierce debates online. While the offense tries to structure itself around the new messiah, the defensive line could be getting a silent but physical piece that changes everything. For The giant from Australian rugby, who was trying his luck in the NFL through the international player pathway, ended up getting cut after failing to make the expected impact on the defensive line. The front office's bold gamble didn't pay off, but Tassi didn't even have time to pack his bags properly before signing a contract with the Tennessee Titans, where he'll work under Robert Saleh. This raises a prickly question. Cutting such a young athlete with a unique athletic profile was a bad evaluation by our front office, or does the coaching staff have inside info we don't know about? There's speculation that the Raiders simply lost patience with long-term projects and want immediate results. Nothing confirmed yet, but the truth is the defensive tackle position remains one of the biggest question marks and vulnerabilities on our roster for the season. On the flip side, another young talent's stock skyrocketed behind the scenes. Tonka Hemingway, a 2025 draft pick, is taking advantage of the opening and stealing the show in training camp. According to reports from specialized media, Hemingway has been practicing with the first team alongside Adam Butler and Jonah Laulu, racking up impact plays and even batting passes at the line of scrimmage. Defensive coordinator Rob Leonard didn't hide his excitement about the player's growth, pointing out that the time to take the ultimate leap is right now. If Hemingway locks down a starting spot, General Manager John Spytek just found an absolute hidden gem in the draft. The big question hammering in the fans' head is, will this defense manage to stop the opponent's ground game, or are we going to get gashed through the air and on the ground just like last year? The pressure on the defensive unit is monumental, and every practice right now is worth gold. Raiders fans, we've reached the end of this breakdown, but the tension is just getting started. Looking at everything on the table in Las Vegas, the question on everyone's mind is simple. Are we looking at a real solid rebuild, or is this just another passing illusion to test our patience? Let's recap the size of the damage and the hope. On one hand, the exit of the Pete Carroll era and the arrival of Klint Kubiak brought an air of discipline and seriousness that hasn't been seen in the Silver and Black's hallways for a long time. But the question remains, will this cold style, focused purely on film study and avoiding the spotlight, shield the locker room or create an unbridgeable chasm with the players? According to reports, the vibe in practice has totally changed, but there's heavy speculation on how this group will react when the first big slump in results hits during the regular season. On the other hand, the franchise's future was placed directly in the hands of rookie Fernando Mendoza. Seeing a tough-as-nails veteran like Maxx Crosby step up as a mentor and demand immediate leadership from the rookie is something that fills any fan with pride. The demands are maxed out, and Jalen Naylor already confirmed the kid has total command of the huddle, but nothing confirmed yet on how this offense is going to perform when opposing defenses come after a rookie full throttle in Week 1. Putting the whole weight of a historic franchise on the back of someone who just got here, is that a genius move or disguised desperation? And to wrap up the package of uncertainties, the defense is still a massive construction site in fast forward. The lightning-fast cut of Laki Tassi shows the front office isn't playing around and lost patience with projects that take too long to pan out, opening the door for Tonka Hemingway's meteoric rise. The young defensive tackle is making the most of every second with the first team and could become the huge surprise defensive coordinator Rob Leonard was asking for. If this gamble pays off on the field, only time will tell. The truth is the Silver and Black are living at a massive crossroads. The changes were deep, internal pressure shot up to astronomical levels, and fans are walking the fine line between the hope of better days and the traumatic fear of another lost year. Now I want to hear from you, fan. Is this a safe path toward glory, or are we watching a giant problem grow right under our noses? Leave your take in the comments, because the debate here is hot and nobody backs down. So make sure to drop a like, share with the entire Raider Nation, and subscribe to the channel because tomorrow we've got more hot Las Vegas insider info. Until next time, and Raiders for life.